Okay, in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can trade stocks even if you're a complete beginner. And I've spent years learning how to trade. I've traded literally everything: stocks, penny stocks, options, futures, crypto, forex, commodities, crude oil, gold, everything, literally everything. And stocks are quite easy to trade as long as you know what you're doing. As long as you know what you're doing. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can trade stocks even if you're a complete beginner. Now, the best and easiest way to trade stocks is to use the higher time frames, right? And I know it's not sexy. Lots of people are obsessed with day trading, and let me tell you something, right? And this applies to all markets. And if there's one thing you take away from this video, let it be this, right? The fastest and easiest way to make money in trading is to use the higher time frames, right? Use the higher time frames and trade them directly. Be a swing trader. I'm telling you, I've spent years learning how to trade. As soon as I became a swing trader, so easy. Everything's easy. Day trading is so much harder than swing trading, and you're prolonging your journey by at least a year if you're obsessed with being a day trader. I'm telling you, if you've got a job, if you're studying, be a swing trader, become profitable as a swing trader, become financially free, and then once you're financially free, then you can become a day trader. I'm telling you, being a swing trader is so much easier than being a day trader. You don't need to be on the 5-minute chart. You don't need to be on the 1-minute chart. You don't need that to make a lot of money. Because trust me, I'm a swing trader. I make a lot of money. And you can make an infinite amount of money with swing trading. But what we do is we get on the 4-hour chart and we look for the most obvious liquidity pool, right? And this works in all markets. Liquidity is what drives every single financial market. If you've got candlestick charts like this, liquidity is what you need. So we get on the 4-hour chart and we look for where people's stop loss orders are, right? Think of typical support and resistance. So right here, we're on Tesla and we're looking for, let's say if we're at this point in price action, we're looking for obvious support or resistance, right? Where would people have their stop loss orders? And if you look at this level here, right, we've all studied support and resistance. What do they say? Price is going to come up, it's going to bounce off this level, and that you can short and you can put your stop loss at this level here, right? At this level here, and it's nice and safe. So what this is what retail calls resistance, but what smart money, and we want to trade like smart money because these are the ones who are actually making money in these markets, right? Everyone knows the stat. So this is spelled wrong, right? Everyone knows the stat, right? Like 90% of traders fail. The reason why 90% of traders fail, and I'm absolutely convinced of this, it's not because of their psychology, it's not because of any of that. It's because they don't understand how to actually read these markets. They don't understand what's going on. And to be honest, you're not supposed to understand what's actually going on, right? These markets aren't designed for you, being a retail trader making thousands of dollars. It's designed for those who have billions, right? It's not designed for me and you, but we can trade like those who actually know what they're doing, and we can make money. So at this level here, lots of retail traders and retail funds think this is good resistance. They think price is going to come up to this level and bounce off. So they think it's nice and safe to put their stop loss orders around here. What that means is for, a key financial market, a key financial stock like Tesla, there are billions of dollars worth of stop loss orders at this level, right? Around $236, right? Lots of money here, lots of stop loss orders. And the market will only move for where the money is, right? It will only move for where the money is. That's what the markets do. They don't, price is always moving for something. It's always moving for either a key liquidity pool, right, which is like their support and resistance, and to target support and resistance, right, not to bounce off those levels, to target support and resistance, or it's moving to an inefficiency. Now, we're not going to talk about inefficiencies in this video because it's not important, and liquidity by far is the most important thing, and it's the lifeblood of the markets. It's the real reason why they move, because if you've got smart money traders, essentially those who actually know how to trade, who have billions of dollars, and every trade they're making is worth billions of dollars, they need someone else who's going to be selling billions of dollars, right? They want to buy Tesla, billions of dollars worth of Tesla. They need someone who's going to be selling billions of dollars of Tesla, right? And that's why they target people's stop loss orders. So the market will move for key highs like we have here and key lows, right? But right now, we're bullish, right? So what we're going to do, and this is so important, right? Because this took me about, I want to say about a year and a half to fully understand, right? 2 years, I mastered this concept. And right now, I will show you literally what I do as a trader, right? All I look for is key liquidity on the 4-hour chart, right, like I've said, and I just take a Fibonacci retracement because the entry pattern is the least important thing. So Fibonacci from this low, right, to this high here, right? You see how this high comes up and it's the same level as this resistance and starts moving down. Lots of traders are going to think that, this is working, it is working, look, resistance is working, we've come up here and now we're going down. So they're going to short, even more confident to put their stop loss orders around here. Right now, for me, I love seeing these equal. Let's just remove the Fibonacci, right? I love seeing these equal highs, right? See how we've got highs here and highs here. I love seeing that because for me, I know retail traders, as price starts moving down, they're going to be selling, and there's going to be even more stop loss orders here, right? And the real reason why price actually dropped here was to generate more liquidity, right? Just to get more people shorting, and putting their stop loss orders here, right? And so for the entry pattern, literally all you need to do Fibonacci from the low to the high like that. And then we enter at the 0.705 level. So let me just quickly get the settings up. Right? 0.705 level. And let me tell you something. I think this is the easiest entry pattern in all of trading. Right? This is probably the easiest entry pattern in all of trading. And this is called the optimal trade entry. The name doesn't matter. It's just a Fibonacci retracement. And let me just tell you something, right? Because a lot of people, they use the Fibonacci completely wrong. A lot of people think there's some magic in the Fibonacci, right? You've heard, you must have seen, all those numbers, right? The squiggly lines, all those numbers, it's key numbers. That's a load of crap, right? Markets aren't moving for some random numbers. It's just a nice, easy way of saying buy the dip, sell the rallies, right? That's all it is. So we're going to enter the 0.705 level, like that. Stop loss at the low. And personally, I always target a 3-to-1. Right? I always target a 3-to-1 like that, right? Nice, easy, high probability sell. And this is what I do every single day. I do it on indices. I do it on crypto. I do it on Forex, commodities, gold. And this model right here is just a money maker. It's just a money maker, and it's so easy. So easy, right? No time of day, no liquidity sweeps, no nothing. Just a simple, where is the liquidity? Let me follow the trend. That easy, that simple. Okay, so here we are on Nvidia, and we're going to do what we always do. We're going to look for the most obvious liquidity pool, right? Where is the money? Where is the money actually at? So we've got two equal lows. We've got this low here, and we've got this low here. So we know there's going to be lots of liquidity, right? There's going to be lots of people who are going to think this is really good support, right, in this case, right? They're going to think this is good support. So retail traders, those who are losing, think this is support, right? And we all started off using a support resistance, whereas we know this is actually liquidity, right? This is liquidity. There's lots of stop loss orders at this low here. Lots of retail traders think that price is going to come here and bounce off, right? And because it's bounced off here, this is so important. Because it's bounced off here, more and more people are going to buy, thinking their stop loss is super safe here. Now, we do not look at that all. We actually want to short this, right? Because we know there's lots of liquidity here. We know we've got equal lows. We want to target that because price moves for key highs and key lows on the higher time frames, the 4-hour and above. This is why I tell you, swing trading's a lot easier, right? If you don't go below the 4-hour chart, you don't need to think about time of day. You don't need to think about using multiple time frames. You can just use the 4-hour chart alone, right? So right here, we know there's lots of liquidity at this low and at this low here. Lots of liquidity, essentially at 132, right? Like big figure. Lots of money at that order. Right, we just want to ride price down to this low. And there's actually something a little bit more advanced that's going on here. And I'm going to briefly mention it. Now, I mentioned it before on the channel, but this wick here, right? You see this little, what would you call it? It's like almost like a massive doji. You see how this wick comes all the way up, right? Lots of people, whoever would have had their stop loss orders here, who would have been shorting, right? Their stop loss orders got taken out here. Got taken out, allowing smart money, those in the know, to start shorting price, right? They could start shorting here because their stop loss orders have been taken. Let me make this more obvious here. So right here, we have something called a liquidity sweep. Now, this is probably, a liquidity sweep is probably the more advanced thing in trading, right? One of the more advanced concepts. Liquidity sweep, it's a bit smaller, actually. Right, we've got a liquidity sweep, right? And the reason why we call it a liquidity sweep is because you see how the wicks come up, taking out all these stop loss orders here, instantly reverses aggressively downwards. The only reason price came up here was because smart money forced the price up so they could take out these stop loss orders here, and then they could start selling, and ride price down, right? That's the actual reason why these, these huge wicks happen. And you see this all the time, right? And, this used to happen to me all the time. Let's say you're bullish, right? We're bullish and we've got, price action has been going up like this, right? And let's say there's some key news announcement, and it could be, a stock has the best earnings ever, right? The best earnings they've ever had in history. And massively, the price will drop massively, take out all this key liquidity here, all the stop loss orders, and where your stop loss order probably would have been at this key low, and then instantly reverses, right? The reason it does that, it's not because the market just dropped randomly because they priced in. That's a load of crap. The only reason price comes down here is just to take out your stop loss orders, knowing there's billions of dollars worth of orders there, and then quickly move off in the other direction, right? These markets only exist just to take out people's stop loss orders. That's it. So big institutions can take your place. That's the only reason they exist. It's not designed for me and you. It's designed for those who have billions and billions and billions of dollars, who are on Wall Street, who are in London. Right? That's who it's actually designed for. Who are in Tokyo. So it's not designed for, poor people to make money. That's not why these financial markets exist. It's only to make rich people and even richer. But by trading like them, in a similar style to them, we can make money too. But just know these markets are highly manipulated, and the only reason they move is to ensure that some people can actually get their orders filled and other people will lose so they can get their orders filled, right? I hope that makes sense, right? We move for liquidity only. So we have key liquidity here, right? Retail thinks this is support. Lots of liquidity here. Lots of people are buying. They're buying Nvidia. They think it's going to go, all the way up to the moon. We're not looking at that. We're looking for short, right? We're looking to short because we know there's lots of liquidity here, and we're even more confident now that we have a liquidity sweep, because if you wanted to short, right? If you wanted to short Nvidia, where would your stop loss orders be? It would be at these highs, right? It'd be at these highs here. The wick comes up. This is probably a news event. I'm not really sure what it was. Probably a news event. Comes up, takes out all the liquidity here, quickly reverses down. Anyone who went short here has lost, right? They've lost money. Smart money's taken their place. And what happens, right? This is so important. What happens when you lose a trade? Are you like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get back in. I can't wait to lose again. No, you're not like that. Or you're scared to get in. And that's what they want. They want you scared to get in. This is why liquidity sweeps exist, right? It takes a very certain type of person, let's say. If price is bearish, let's say they've shorted, they put their stop loss orders here. Price comes up, takes out their stop loss, and then instantly reverses. It takes a very, special type of person to start shorting again, hoping that it goes down. Most people are too scared as price comes up because they think they're going to lose again. Right? Rightfully so. They think they're going to lose again, so they don't want to get into position. And this is why these liquidity sweeps exist, especially on the lower time frames. This is why I say, if you want to make money from trading, just stick to the 4 hour and above. By sticking to the higher time frame, you save yourself a lot of pain, because the lower the time frame you go, the more liquidity sweeps, the more fake moves you get. And these fake moves are all designed to essentially break you, right? And, ICT has something called a breaker. The actual reason why it's called a breaker is because it breaks your will. Like, that's the actual reason behind it, because a liquidity comes up, takes out, your stop loss orders, you're demoralized, you don't want to get back into position. Right, you see price retracing, but you're already nervous, right? Because let's say price was dropping here, you thought your stop loss was safe, right? Maybe you shorted, and as price was coming up, right? Now price is coming up again. Those who lost here, they're too scared to get into position. They think it's going to come up again and take them out. We know, because there's been a liquidity sweep and it's key liquidity, we're safe and we're happy to enter. We're happy to enter like that, right? We just about get filled. Just about get filled here, right? And for stocks, you can trade with your own money. You can trade using leverage. You can trade using options. And really does not matter, right? It works on all instruments, essentially. And we aim for a 3-to-1 like this, right? Like that. Nice, easy 3-to-1. Nice, easy 3-to-1. We enter on a Thursday. And what's that, by Tuesday of the next week? Right, about a week and a bit, right? A week and a half, you get a 3-to-1. So if you risk $1,000, you want to make 3K in less than 2 weeks. And I don't think anyone's complaining about that. But this is how you trade stocks, right? The thing is with stocks, right, is because they have a much lower volume compared to Forex, compared to indices like the S&P 500. And the lower the time frame you go, the more and more unreliable price action becomes, right? The more and more unreliable it becomes. So sticking to the higher time frames really helps you with stocks, and it helps you with all markets. Because I do this on Forex, crypto, indices, commodities, and it works on all markets, right? This is probably the easiest entry pattern, or the easiest entry model in all of trading. And you got to think, right? I spent years studying trading. I've learned literally every concept under the sun, and this is what I've settled with. This is what I use, to give me financial freedom, to retire my parents, to change my entire bloodline. It's all on this model. It's all on this model because it's the simplest model in all of trading, personally, that I think. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and if liquidity sounds crazy to you and you have no idea what I'm talking about, there's a full course, a link description below. It teaches you everything you need to be a profitable trader. It doesn't ramble on for ages and teach you pointless stuff. It's right to the meat of the move. Everything that you need to become a profitable trader. So make sure you check that out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.